morning, wherever you are in the world today, and welcome back for another week of spiritual time with the beautiful Gladys Sellar, and of course, my Mary. Now, you've probably noticed that we have gone a little bit AWOL this past few weeks, haven't we?
Oh, just a little bit.
Aye, but there's been good reasons.
Oh, yes.
And if you don't already know the reason as to why we've been a little bit busy, I'm sure the lovely Gladys will tell you. So do you want to tell everybody?
Well, I get the best foot why you want to go with us. At the beginning of the lockdown, my guides came to me and said to me that, one, I was changing where I was working because I'm now in the shanty. But the other thing was I was to write a book. So during lockdown, we wrote this book. You'll notice I said we, because, well, the guides have got a lot to do with it. Anyway, so why is this concerned about spiritual time? Is because between my lovely cousin Maureen and Kerry here, we got it published, 3 weeks ago?
Aye, about that.
Yeah. And if you just give me a minute, if I thing me there, you see, there it is.
Oh, look! Oh, we can't really, won't bring it right up to the camera because look, there we go. There we go. Awesome.
So yeah, and it's took a bit of time. Plus, there's been school holidays, because Kerry's busy with her family during school holidays, and so yeah, so it's been a bit of a roller coaster, eh, Kerry?
Just a tad. Just a tad.
Because when the guides say I've got to do something, they're not very patient, my lord. It's like, get it done now! Get it done now! And that's what it was like, wasn't it? It was when we got the green button to go ahead. After Maureen had proofread it, it was like, go, wasn't it? But there is going to be a little video come up about my book, isn't there?
Yes, there is. Yes, there is, which I'm currently working on at the moment, and still working on it, but I will get there.
I mean, because we've had the holidays planked in a minute of this, but we call in the northeast of Scotland the tatty holidays. The tatty holidays. When I'm in the mood, hooking up with tatties.
Like tatties.
Oh, okay, well, I used to like the tatty holidays. Anyway, so that's been us. So kind of school's been on holiday and everything, and plus more restrictions with COVID.
Hence why we're back to double screen again. So,
and we've had a few gremlins today doing this double screen. They're maybe trying to tell us we're not meant to do double screen. That's maybe what it is.
Well, they just have to put up with it. There's nothing we can do about it at the moment. There's nothing we can do.
I know. Because
sorry guys, we're back to screen. If we keep sticking, right, just bear with us. We will get there. We're not robots. It's just, I don't know what's going on with the connection today.
But the energies this last couple of weeks have just went, I'm going to say haywire, because I've been picking up a lot weird energies. Really weird.
Yeah.
So, and remember, when I was doing, I had problems again. I was gremlins when I was trying to do something on the internet as well. So, I don't know. We keep asking the universe to clear everything, but it's not helping, is it?
Well, to be honest with you, it is happening, but it's not visible to the eye what's been going on. There's a lot of energies clearing at the moment, and we could really go into like depth about what we mean by that.
But I think we better leave that for now, because we'll maybe get scared people a lot, and we didn't want to do that kind.
But the thing is, it's a whole part of spirituality. It's what's going on.
It is.
We are all returning to a golden age at the moment.
Oh, God, I can't wait.
Yeah, we are returning to a golden age. and things are going to be they're going to be a lot more turbulent before they become calm.
Well, if it goes with everything that's happening, and you could put COVID at the top of it for just now, because that is really making everything go upside down, round and boot and everything, isn't it? And it's upsetting a lot of people.
Yeah.
And I think that's just that. Personally, I think it's just how am I going to put this? Just a small matter if it's about to happen.
But but it's good. Though. It's good.
I know.
But I would say the message to everybody at the moment to get through everything that's going on is really work on yourself. And what we mean by working on yourself is working on your own energy. Work on your energy. Because you'll probably notice that your moods and everything are up and down. You're maybe getting some ringing in your ears. You're maybe like all over the place emotionally, and that's okay. That's fine. The trick is to go through that and recognize that, but also work on it.
That's right. It is. It's literally keeping spiritual time where I was saying keeping cleanse. Doing your cleansing your aura, cleansing your chakras, doing all the work that you would do, some meditation, having time to yourself, just accepting what's happening just now would be the best thing. Try no fight against it.
Yeah. And not get yourself stressed or worried about it. Absolutely. Yeah. Just try and not let yourself lose your mind. Does that make sense? Because it's really important.
And I know, Ken, everybody's getting stressed out about Christmas. There's not much we can do about that. And technically, I think we'll be spending Christmas like this, Ken. Yeah, because I don't, personally, if there's a big change in the next, 7 or so weeks, that'll be a quick change. You know, that's what I see personally. And we just have to take it as it comes.
Yeah.
You know? And that's what I just take every day as it comes now, and whatever hits, if it's technology or things going on in the family or whatever, I just accepting it and thinking, okay, this is all for a minute. This is for the good. At the end of it, it's for the good. You know, it's clearing out all the crap.
Yeah.
And that's the way I see it, huh?
Yeah.
You know?
It's been quite a turbulent year for everybody.
It has.
But it's been a year of change for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Life as we know it has completely done a complete turnaround, and it's a complete different way of living at the moment for everyone. Absolutely everyone.
But then you see, and why it's a good thing, because we're all going to be living in a different way when this calms down, or whatever way you want to say it. Because we're going to have to, if the scientists are right, and I'm not going to say against anybody, because we're all entitled to our own opinions.
Yeah.
Right? But if they are right, we're going to be living with this forevermore. But then the way I see, we've lived with flu all our lives. So to me, the way I see this COVID is a form of a flu.
Yeah.
You know, I just call it a flu. Okay? So for me, I try and look after myself as best I can. Okay, I maybe could begin with losing a bit of weight and taking me an idea of what I'm eating. But hey ho, what?
Don't we all? Don't we all?
The way I see it, sending out love and light and being happy will get you through this.
Mm-hmm. It will. It'll get in. It's remembering to be kind to everyone as well. Got to
Exactly.
Got to have love and understanding, because not everybody will be in your mindset. Not everybody will think the way you think. So it's to have that mindset where, okay, they're freaking out a little bit, just let them have their rant, and then just be there for them. Does that make sense? You've got...
Well, when I hear anybody, especially when you put on the telly and they're ranting and raving about this, that and the next thing, I just give love and light to the telly, to that person. Huh? Because they've got to get it out of their system, because then it affects the mind.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah, and it's doing other things. I've just completely stopped watching TV altogether. I've stopped it. I just sit and watch programs that teach me about things that are upcoming, and I also read books. I've started reading books again. I'm telling you, the best thing. And I've been reading this book by Diana Cooper about Atlantis, and it's
I've read that.
Fascinating. Have you read it? It's fascinating.
I met her in Aberdeen.
Oh, well.
And it was ace. And I've got her book then, and I've got her Atlantis cards as well.
Because she's done a book about unicorns, and she, on her website, if you go to her website, you can buy little workshops from Diana Cooper. And I had bought the Unicorn Attunement Workshop, and my goodness, what an absolute amazing feeling that workshop was. And things have developed from there. Does that make sense? Things with me spiritually have developed from there, and it's getting me into more of an alignment. So when you're in alignment, you flow better. You flow better. And you know you're not in alignment because you feel all over the place and higgledy-piggledy. Now, the past couple of days, I've been feeling a bit, nah. Well, that's the truth. But I think that's just the energies, and I'm a wee bit out of alignment. So the trick is to be aware of your own energy and how to bring it back in. And there's so much out there. Now, there's a guy called Tim Wilde who works with Diana Cooper. And Diana Cooper and Tim Wilde together as a team are fantastic. They've got lots of workshops, lots of visualization meditations that really help you understand everything that's going on at the moment.
Oh, I know. It is. It's technically, if everybody did, the way I see it, if everybody does a wee bit for themselves, yeah, and just take time to learn about themselves, and as you say, their energy. We've all got different energies. Mm-hmm. We've all got our personal energy. And if you ken how you feel, like if I didn't feel right, I always think, okay, I sit quietly and I go kind of a while, I suppose you go into yourself and you think, okay, Ken. Then I just ask for the universe to help me get back in tune, you know? But lately, well, again, not only have I got my book out, but I started a new little job. And that is just bringing so much joy into my life. You know, I did this job a long time ago, over 30 years ago, and I loved it when my boys were little. And I started it again. So I'm just got to do it my way, but I'm a lollipop lady.
Yay!
And I'm just loving it. And you can something, since I've only been doing it for a month, but this last month, it's just, that is helping my spirit to rise as well. Mm-hmm. You know? And having laughter with the kids. And you can't put I'm like Kerry. Mm-hmm.
Yes, I know what you're right.
I was up to something. And I'm just having a wheelie of time. And to me, that is lifting me up, my vibration up. Mm-hmm. Plus, I'm doing something for, like, I give with love and light to the parents and to the children that I'm working with. You know? Okay, some of them do ken exactly what I do, but a lot of them don't, you know? And we just keep it like that. But what I'm trying to say, Ken, like you like watching all your programs and things like that. I do tune in into things like that, but I can't sit long. I can't watch films. I can't sit long. I like little things. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Ken, if you give me something just a short, Ken, fine. I'll sit in and I'll tune in on it. But I can't sit for long watching a monitor, because the monitors and even the TV after a while gives me headaches.
Yeah.
So I'm better like being outside. I'm a nature person, I suppose, in a way. You know? Yeah? So it's each to their own is how you rise your vibration. you know, and make yourself happy, make you feel good, you know. And I've always said, for me to get this job again, because I'm very much, when I do readings and things, and I'll say to people, they'll say, I fancy going back and doing this, that, and that. Well, sometimes it's not a good idea to go backwards. You should always keep going forward. But for some reason, to me, I went back to a job that I did over 30 years ago, and I never thought I would do it again. But the way I see it, the universe has put me into this position for a reason. You know? And if it's to look after the kids, okay, we're crossing the road and all the rest of it. And, you know, well, I'm doing what I need to do. Because I thought, oh gosh, is this going to work good, right, Ken? But at this moment in time, I'm in my element. Truly in my element. You know? So, and I think when you bring happiness, that lifts everybody up as well. It's doing little things. And we've all got to do it our own way, you know? But I agree, Atlantis. Oh, I'd love to.
I know. And do you know how we've spoke about chakras in the past?
Yes.
Right? Well, recently I've learned we've got more than, is it the 7 chakras?
Oh, yes. We've got them in our aura and everything.
Oh, yeah. But we've also got another, is it 3 or 4 above us at the bottom of our feet. And that's basically came about because the energy and the frequencies of the earth is beginning to rise. This has been going on since 2012, folks, right? So the energy and frequency of the earth is beginning to rise. Now we had all these chakras back in the Atlantean period, and because of the frequencies are rising on earth at the moment, they've all became in a line again. So we now have these chakras above us, and they do amazing things.
And if you can connect into them chakras, oh my God. Now listen, just give me, my brain, what are they doing here? Oh no, they're not, they're up the stairs. I was going to say, where's my Atlantic cards, since we're talking about, but I think they're in the house.
Oh.
Because you'd have seen the chakras on them. Because you see chakras on them.
Yeah, and they're like, now I didn't know this. I honestly didn't know this until a couple of months ago. So I've been working on them, and we've got our Earth Star beneath our feet.
That's right.
Okay.
And the Earth Star is also connected in with, I'm sure it's London.
Yes. Yes. The Earth Star is connected in with London. That's the chakra on the Earth is London, and that one connects to Mother Gaia. Gaia, the Earth.
That's right.
So it helps you ground and connect into Mother Gaia. And once you start learning that and you see it, this is how I ground now. I see my Earth Star, and it goes round, and it's like a silver, sparkly sort of color.
Okay.
It's like a gunmetal grey, sparkly color. And it whirls round, and I know I've connected into Mother Gaia because it gets faster, and then all this light beams up into my chakras, and you feel it.
Oh yeah,
you feel
yourself be grounded.
Yeah,
feel yourself be grounded.
It takes practice. It takes practice, okay. But I also learned as well. I'm not sure if the guys out there know. When you get your crystals, okay, you will know this, right? But I feel like I have to spill it out.
Go on you go.
When you get your crystals have their own little consciousness. Now, we've done a video on crystals, right? But to be honest with you, I didn't know an awful lot about crystals. I love crystals. I've always been attracted to crystals. I knew certain properties that the crystals could do. But what I didn't know is that they also have their own little consciousness. Everything has its own little consciousness. So when you get the crystal, it's picked up all the energies from where it's been. So what you need to do when you get a crystal is you need to cleanse it first. Okay. Now you can do that with putting it under the moon, obviously, when it's a full moon, etc. That charges them up. But you can also burn sage, white sage I use, and you just pass it through the smoke on the sage. Hold on. My screen has just came up. There we go. So you pass it through the smoke and sage to cleanse it, and I ask the crystal to return to its natural energy form. And then you hold it in your left hand. Okay, that's your receiving hand, your left hand, your receiving hand. And you ask that crystal to connect to your energy. Now you'll feel it. You'll feel it. Because what it does for me, it feels like my hand's going to explode. It's like this intense energy and you feel it throbbing. It's fascinating. And then you tell the crystal what you would like it to do. Because a crystal needs to know what it's got to do in order to help you. Now this I learned from Joanne. Joanne, through her 21-day awakening workshop. You learn all this through that. And basically, that's what you need to do with your crystal. So
That's right.
I use hematite. So whenever I'm connecting into Mother Gaia and grounding myself, I have my hematite in my left hand, so I've programmed it to help me connect to Mother Gaia. And I just, between the hematite and my earth star, you know you're grounded. And you feel much better. It brings you back down to earth. So when you feel like you're all over the place, you don't know where you are, you don't know what you're thinking, get your crystal, connect and ground.
That's right. That's right. You need to be grounded. You can't be up in the clouds all day.
No, you've got to. And what I've started doing, I'm going to tell everybody what I do to help thingy, and I've learned all this through Joanne, right, as well as Gladys. What you also do, your bubbles. Now, we've told you about bubbles, okay? I use a cosmic diamond violet flame bubble, and I put it all around me. And there's little incantations and everything that you do with that. So I do my little incantation with that, and I ask it to protect me, okay, from any outside energies, etc. Now, to do this every day, you have to set time aside to do this every day. Some mornings I can do it, some mornings I can't because I'm busy getting the girls to school and I need to get going. As soon as my eyes open, I'm off. And it's really just learning how to time manage because I'm not the best at time managing.
But the thing is, it's all right doing all this work for the spiritual side, but we've still got to keep our feet. We've still got our material things to do. So it is looking after the family. So and it is the key is slotting everything in.
Yeah, it's balance, and it's trying to find that balance at times as well.
And some days you can't.
No, you
can't.
can't.
You should never be hard on yourself, you lot out there. If you can't do something and you think you've got to do it, I never be hard on myself because there's always a reason for you to stick a steppy back because things get out of hand, things happen, and you've got to deal with it. So yeah, but if you can't do what Kerry's doing, it's amazing.
Oh yeah, and you feel so much. You feel more focused. Your mind feels a lot clearer, and you can take on the challenges of the day.
Oh yes, definitely.
I recommend that you either look into it, or you contact Gladys, or you hop on to Joanne's page and do not plug in the course, but you do our 21-day awakening workshop because that really teaches you, what we should be doing each day. If you're really spiritual out there and you've got all these energies, you're not sure how to control them and how to work them, you will learn an awful lot just by doing that 21-day awakening workshop.
And the thing is, and you'll be drawn, and a lot of the time you're drawn to crystals. You're drawn to certain kinds. Like on my desk, it's clear crystals that I have on my desk.
Mm-hmm.
But when I connect in, when I'm grounding myself, it's always amethyst I get.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we've all got our own one. We're drawn to do certain things with.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and every time I open up, one of the things I ask, and I take it from the source, and I take it right down through all my chakras, and then I start going into Mother Earth and grounding myself. It's very similar to the way you've done it. And I always feel as if my feet are being stuck in glue or stuck in mud. Do you come on me?
Feel it. Feel it.
Feel it. And when you start going into the Mother Earth, you feel yourself going down. But we've all got just our own ways of doing it. And I say this to everybody when they come to me and we're doing things, I'm going, just because you do something and she does something different, doesn't mean say you're right and she's wrong, or vice versa. Because we're all individual. There's not a right way and there's not a wrong way.
No, it's what works for you.
It's what works for you, exactly. And I'm very keen on that one, because I never ever said to somebody, oh, you're totally wrong because I do it this way and that's right. That's not right.
No.
Yeah, because what suits me probably doesn't even suit you, Kerry.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, no, I totally agree with you. I agree with you, but it's what works for you, if you know what I mean.
When we all come together as one connection, then we all fit in like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, individuals will all come together and then we all fit in. And that's why each of us bring what we've got to the table now. Why? Do you understand what I mean? And then that brings us all up again, you know? Look at my birthday, right? That morning of my birthday, I stood looking at everybody. It was like having a spiritual gathering, because everybody was linked in to do something in the spiritual world. And it was later on, I said to my guide, I said, by God, this morning, what an energy there was. Because everybody, and if you looked at everybody, it was there that morning, wanted something different. But when we came together that morning, it went, woo!
Yeah.
The energy rose. I think if you felt that,
no,
but
no.
I've spoken to other ones that was here that morning, and they all said they felt it as well. Yeah, we all brought what we each do to the table that morning. Okay, I'm glad to do that again. That was ace.
Yeah, I know, it was good. We need to have a little spiritual gathering with everyone again, because it's brilliant when you all come together. It really is brilliant. But there's also no, go ahead.
I was going to say, we're all in our own little places. We're all dotted over, down south, west, east, we're all, but I'm saying we do come together. And we work great that way, but when you come together, you feel the energy coming together, you know, and you do feel uplifted. And I just thought it was amazing, Kev. But it was until I realised, hold on a minute, Kev. When I looked at everybody.
Fascinating. But the whole subject is fascinating. It's not like people are like, oh, you're spiritual. And I've said this before, it's not about spirits or ghosts or spookies, or it's not about that. Spirituality is yourself, your soul.
What's in here?
Yeah, your heart chakra. And that's the biggest chakra in your whole body, because that works everything. Without that working, then you're not good.
And the thing is, it's a heart chakra that I was gets all the knocks.
Yeah.
You know? That in the throat. That's the two that I find it with people. It's either closed or hurting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Something not quite right.
It's like, honestly, it's like I've always known, I've done the course with you, etc. And I've always known, like, oh, like, I'm spiritual and I can see things. And to be honest, my ego was a bit of well, I'm trying to be polite here. My ego was an arsehole, right? It's true. It was. I was like, I can see spirits. I can read cards. It's like, wow, well done. Like, when you look at things at a different perspective, and I've been doing a lot of this recently, seeing things in so many different perspectives, because in a sense I've spiritually awoke, right?
And that's what 2020 is all about.
Now, I thought I was always spiritually awake, but I'm now more spiritually awoke. And this journey, like, I loved it then, I'm loving it even more now, because I'm finding out more about past, previous, it's fascinating.
Yes, if you think about it another way, Kerry, you weren't ready. You weren't ready to come on this far.
No. And you know what? I was like, oh, if I'd known this sooner. But at the same time, everything that's happened in my life has always happened for a reason. I was had to know from it and deal with it. Now, there's a thing, when you become spiritually awake, you'll become spiritually aware that you have to do your dark night of the soul work. And when you spiritually awake fully, that's a big part of it. Now, people think when you're spiritually awake, you're like this god and there's unicorns and butterflies and you're like, oh! Tell you, I personally tell you, it's not like that.
I'm sorry, man.
Well, it's true. Like, the gods are going to sing to them and the heavens are going to open and they're going to see these. It's not. And that's what I thought. No, genuinely.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm going to put my Buddha around my neck. That's what I keep hitting the table. That's what I thought. Right? Genuinely thought, woe boy, was I rudely awakened.
Dear.
And your dark night of the soul is looking through your life, looking at all the situations and forgiving yourself.
It's like taking a life review.
Yeah, it's a life review. And seriously, you're going absolutely crazy because all these emotions and everything come to the forefront, and they come to the forefront. But you learn how to alchemize those, and what I mean by alchemize those
was what that was about with me. That's why I'm laughing.
You learn how to alchemize them. Seriously, it's like if you're watching Spiritual Time, we spoke about chakras, spirits, your auras, and everything like that. But there's a bigger world out there, much like what we've talked so far. A huge part we haven't talked about yet, and I think it's time that we maybe should try and start talking about a little bit more.
We could, because like in my development classes, like how will I put it? It's the first stage.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I mean? Because you can't take somebody that's okay, they maybe feel spirit, they maybe can the energies and they're picking up stuff, but they don't know what to do with it. You kind of throw them right into the deep end. Oh boy. That would just knock their mind.
Yeah.
Totally kahoot. Yeah?
So
you've got to take everything by a step. You know, you want to be able to rush this.
Mm-hmm.
No. Even as I say, 2020 is clear seeing. Yeah. And that's why a lot of people, like if you think about it, Kerry, you really went on to this journey this last year.
Oh my God. I would say since lockdown.
Well, exactly. And that's what I'm saying. This lockdown
in the middle of lockdown
has been an eye opener. And that's what, if you think about 2020, it's all to do with vision. It's all to do with seeing. Right? So it's letting us see clearly. Right? Well, I didn't do that. I didn't do my book until 2020. And I always said, when people used to say to me years ago, oh, Gladys, you should write a book. You should do this. You should do that. That'd be daft. And I just went, no way is that ever going to happen. See? And I know, can I say, you should never say never.
No, never.
Should never say never.
No, never say never, because I have been wanting to be more creative, okay? Now, there's limitations there, and it's basically the way I've always thought. So I'm trying to change my rewiring in my brain. That's the best way to describe it, to thinking into a more positive manner. And at the end of the day, that wasn't my fault the way I thought, if you know what I mean. That's behaviours and thing I've learned by being around certain people, right? And it's not being true as to who I've been. So that dark night of the soul is recognising those behaviours that haven't served you well, and it's altering them to a better state. So I've had a poverty consciousness for a long time, a hell of a long time, okay? And it's very hard to change that poverty consciousness.
And that's one of the big ones.
Yeah.
A lot of people have that one.
Yeah, a lot of people have the poverty consciousness, and it's changing it, okay? Now, I've wanted to do painting for a long, long time. Remember I painted a picture for you a long time ago? And I've always wanted to do spiritual paintings and stuff like that as well. And I've put it out there. I've not started painting yet, but I've got this huge idea. Simply haven't started painting yet because of the poverty consciousness. Okay, it's limitations. It's not allowing me to have that extra disposable income in order for me to carry out this creativity. However, I'm finding it in other ways to be creative, like my baking. I've started baking again, and
Fabulous!
I've started baking. The other night, I baked Empire biscuits with the girls.
Okay, right. Okay, never mind this, blooming well. I'm coming up for my cup of tea and a coffee.
No, I started baking again, and I thought this weekend, I'm going to make an iced gingerbread. I was like, I don't know where this is coming from. I just want to do something creative, and
but that's good.
Yeah, it's good. I can't paint just now, but I'll find it in other ways. And in a sense, I'm allowing my creativity out in making the videos for the Doric Sellar of Light. That's getting some creativity out. I'm designing, like, I designed your book cover. That was okay.
What? You did that?
Yeah.
Everybody has seen it. They're all thinking it's great. But then I says, well, she could have designed me a book cover. Nobody else could.
It wasn't even anything spectacular. It was just a bish bash box.
Yes.
Thank you. It was.
It really is.
I had this sort of program that helped me do that, if you know what I mean. I didn't do it by hand or anything. I had a program where I could pull things together. And it's finding those little avenues. Just because you don't have the means at the moment doesn't mean that you can't find other means in order to be creative.
But also, look, go back to my book. You were the one that actually managed to get it on the published. You did that. You did the publishing side of it.
Yeah. But that's just...
You've never done that before.
No,
it was a 3-way conversation between you, me, and Maureen. And at some stage it was a bit, and I'm going, this is all going over my head, like, guess his name Meek, and I'm thinking, oh God.
I wouldn't have been able to do that though. If you look at this, I wouldn't have been able to do that if I hadn't had any experience in IT or admin or anything like that. And I've had that through my working life. Does that make sense? And I needed to go through that working life in order to be able to help you. Does that, you see where I'm from?
But this is what it is. A lot of people don't understand. Like, they may be getting into courses and they're going, I think of why I did that. And I always say, well, hang on. You might need that in a future time.
Yeah, exactly. And it all comes together. It does. It all comes together.
It does. And you'll also have to remember, your guide knows on your blueprint exactly what you need to do to get where you are. So they'll be saying, right, you need to meet this person. You need to go do this course or something. And then you're going, okay, it was all right at the time, but I didn't know why I did it. And then all of a sudden, maybe a few years down the line, just like you with the editing, doing the book and everything, it all comes together.
Oh, yeah.
Think, okay, I didn't waste my time back there doing this, that, and the next thing.
Oh.
Yeah?
Absolutely
you
not.
didn't waste time. Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No.
Because come time, you understand why you had to do that. Mm-hmm. You know, maybe things didn't make sense at the time that you do things, but in the long run, it all works out.
Yeah, it does. It works out, and it's fascinating. And this is when you become spiritually awake. It's just like this whole new world opens up around you, and you're like, oh, not everything is as bad as it seems. If that makes sense. Like, yes, bad things happen to people, but it's how we take that, and it's how we that as well. If you know what I mean, like. Everybody has bad situations that occur to them, but it's how we power on through it, and it's how we think through that as well. Because our minds, like, there's so much to our minds. And I've started doing my Wim Hof breathing again.
Yeah.
Oh. Now, I've been doing Wim Hof on and off for the past 1.5 years, right?
Oh.
And I found it brilliant then, but even more so now, it's helping me become more spiritually attuned to energies. And that's simply because what it teaches you to your breathing and how to control your body and lessen your stress levels and your anxiety, okay? So it helps you teach that, but not only that, it also helps raise your frequency and your vibration to a point of gamma, right? Now, a gamma frequency is basically the frequency that helps you connect into the divine. Now, I've been doing that. Now, I've been doing it for a long time and nothing terribly spiritually happened there. But now I'm more aware, I'm cleansing my energy, I'm grounding, etc. It's helping me become more aligned. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Point where I can connect clearer. And things are happening. I'm not going to go into detail as to what's happening just now with that. But at some point I will.
Oh, aye. When the time is right.
When the time is right. But my goodness, it's exciting. It's exciting. And it's not, I'm not saying this, oh, look at me. No, that's not. I'm trying to give everybody out there an example. Like, once you start becoming more spiritually aware and you start thinking, like, more out the box of spirits and ghosts and cards, and no, it's all about your energy and what your energy can do for you and how it helps you connect to other energies. It's fantastic. Sorry, I'm so excited. I'm just like buzzing here.
But I'm like that. You see, my energy's connecting stronger in my bed.
Yes. Now, Rion says this. Get yourself to a point of exhaustion, because that exhaustion will also help you connect. Does that make sense? It helps. You're less like.
It's bedtime. Like, I can be sitting at 6 o'clock in the evening, and all of a sudden it's like somebody's switching me off. And it's like, you've got to go to bed. You've got to go to bed. So the minute I go to my bed, and I do, well, I've got my little ritual at night, and I do that, and it's like, I'm just, all of a sudden, it's like, I feel as if, how am I going to put this? It's like lines of energy going upwards. And I can feel myself going up. And then all of a sudden, it's just great. I have the most wonderful dreams. I'm going all to these different places. And it's just ace. I love bedtime.
Oh, I've started loving bedtime, right? I've got this incredible headband, okay? And oh God, I'm so excited. This headband is fantastic. It's got headphones in it, right? So it's like a sweatband, but it's got little headphones in it, and I wear it to my bed. I don't need it, and it connects to my phone via Bluetooth. I've started going to bed and listening to different frequencies, and that's helping me, like frequencies that helps connect to Mother Gaia, the human frequency.
Yeah.
Wow, it's fantastic. Really, really good. I would honestly tell you to invest in one of these sleep headphones, they're called, but I didn't go for the expensive branded ones, because the cheaper model got much better reviews than the actual like expensive branded.
That often happens though, doesn't it?
Yeah, it was just like, that's ridiculous. So I got, and I love them, absolutely love them. I've got this sleep mask one, and I've got the sweatband, and you won't see me dead without this now. I'm always walking about with my headband on. But talking about that, Laura, who's just recently done your course, she is coming on amazingly. I've known Laura since school, but recently we became really in contact with each other. And standing from a different perspective, Laura in the beginning to what Laura is now, what a difference.
She's just blossomed, isn't she?
She's blossomed, but not only that, she's also becoming very creative. Now, creativity is a key to spirituality, okay? That's all I need to say. Now, she's now got her own t-shirt store, Ascend 5D, okay? And just to let you know, I know she's designing t-shirts that's to do with spirituality. You guys need to check this out. but she's also going to be designing t-shirts for the Doric Sellar on Light.
You're joking.
No, push that button, ring that bell, and Bulk Naked will be on a t-shirt coming to you. Like, seriously, it's fantastic.
Now, why did you not tell me this before? She never told me this was happening.
I was meant to tell you before we started recording, and then we've had all this higgledy-piggledy and other things to talk about. It left my mind. So I'm telling you now, I hope that's okay.
It's not after I get stuck.
Well, there you go. So very soon I'll be wearing a Bulk Naked t-shirt. She's working.
I'll have to have one.
Oh yeah, we'll have to have a Bulk Naked. Like, seriously, fantastic. A spiritual time set. No, she's going all in, and absolutely, I'm super proud of her, because it's not easy setting stuff up like that, if you know what I mean. No, it's not. And Joanne, right? Joanne's been doing like pyramid. It's coming up to Pyramid's 3rd birthday on the 9th.
Right, I shared a thing on Facebook this morning.
It's coming up to Pyramid's 3rd birthday. She's also just launched her website as well.
It's ace. That's ace.
No, it's fantastic. And guys, check this website out too. Like, it's just amazing. So Ma, we need to get creative with you. Seriously, your creativity has been in your book. Your creativity has become the result of your book.
That's right.
Uh-huh.
So you come in.
Mm-hmm. It's like creativity. We don't have to be, you know, drawing and stuff. Creativity can come out.
It's a massive thing.
Yeah, it's a massive thing. So baking, and what started the baking thing off again was somebody that I'm really close to asked me to bake a cake for our daughter's birthday. So I went, Kemp, I'll go and do that. Wow, I've still got it. You know what I mean? I was like, oh, and it felt amazing doing the cake. I felt, oh, I'm getting back in the swing of it.
You put so much love into that through this thing. I'm not saying you didn't do it the first time round, but this time, because you're in a different situation, you have to go all that crap, all that past negativity you had the first time round you did your baking. Do you understand what I'm going? So now that you've cleared all that, that's why you're probably feeling it, the baking side of it is massive.
It was massive. Hold on, let me go grab my little shortbread mini. Hold on, 2 minutes. If I could post these to you, Ma, I would. Hold on. Next time I get a chance to see you, I'll make you some, because I ate one for the first time last night. It was incredible. Now, the reason why I thought about Empire Biscuits are my favourite biscuits. And I go in a shop and I treat myself to an Empire biscuit, and some of them taste like cardboard. Absolute crap. Absolute crap. And I thought, do you know what? I'm going to make my own little Empire biscuit. Hold on, is that? Look at him.
Oh, he's cute.
And he's cute. I done little gingerbread Empire biscuits. Look at that. That's my first time I've made a biscuit. I've never made biscuits. And that's just a biscuit.
Oh, and then, I need some of them.
I'm looking
little baby one.
And little baby ones.
Oh, fabulous.
If I can do it, anybody out there can do it. It's just finding your niche and you'll find it. The more you cleanse, the more you grind, the more you protect and be aware of your energy and other energies around you, and noticing when negative energies coming into your head, i.e. negative thoughts, etc.
Change them to positive.
Change them to positive. You'll start seeing things happening in your life. You will. You'll start seeing a difference.
Oh, I agree, because and I've got a lassie just now doing the course with me, and yesterday was one of the things we were talking about, was the positive thoughts of the mind, you know, how the mind works and everything, you know. And I've said to her, Ken, we'll have negative. We will always get a negative thought popping in.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter who you are. It's when deal with it right away. Then I let it fester.
Yeah.
To grow bigger and bigger and bigger. You deal with it. The quicker you deal with it and change it into a positive, you feel better.
Yeah.
You know, and you get rid of it. You know? And it doesn't matter how. And the biggest worry everybody's got, what's the biggest worry? Money.
Yeah.
Back to what you were talking about earlier on. You know? And that is the biggest worry everybody has got. How are we going to feed ourselves? How are we paying the bills? And all that. And I'll say to the person, the more you worry about it, the worse it gets.
Yeah, the more lack you create.
That's right. So you've got to try and change it. Yeah, we all have a bad month, don't we? If something happens, we have a bad month, yeah? But you've got to learn from it, you know? And if I can, I will help anybody out, you know? I will help anybody out, you know? But I can't do that.
No.
You know? But we help each other out as much as we can, and that's positive. So I will try and tell the person, I'll say, well, Ken, have you looked at your finances lately? And most people didn't do this. You know, and I've learned this over the years. A lot of people will just carry on every month, just doing what they have to do. And they have that, I wonder why they never have extra. Look at your finances. Look what actually comes in. Look what actually goes out. Because there'll be something that you're doing that is not right. And that's a positive thing to do, is sit down with it, with the negative, because you're worrying about it, sort it. Look at it. And then that's when you see, oh, hold on a minute. You can, there'll be one of those light bulb moments.
Oh yeah, light bulb moments. And it's been, once you become aware of your mindset over money, you start changing things.
Exactly. Because you're programmed, your mind is programmed in a certain way. It's changing the program in your mind so that you can see everything. Okay, this has maybe been a bad month. Okay, I've got Christmas coming. But do I have to be lavish, giving prizes out? No. Yeah. It's the thought. And I really do believe in it. It's a thought that counts in what you give that person, not what it costs.
No, exactly. But not only that, money is also energy. So it's the same thing applies. Well, money is also energy. So energy, like attracts like. So if you're putting out negative energy thoughts over money, you're getting that negative energy back. And that is going to create your lack. But if you're thinking positive energy thoughts over money, you're going to... Now, I have always been the worst worrier for money. Oh my God. Worry. And even to this day, and I'm still working through it, I do worry about money. But I'm more aware of it now. I'm more aware of that thought. Oh, I better stop thinking that way because I'm going to make matters worse for myself. And
that's right. And it's really putting that block on it. It's putting the stop on that worry. You know? Because you've got to think, if you want something to end, you've got to take it to the end.
But, like, money's not going to fall onto your lap, okay?
You've got to start work for it.
Yeah, you've got to think of other ways and means on how to attract that into your life.
That's right.
So, by being creative is also a way. Well, I mean, look at Laura. She's been creative with her t-shirts. She's already sold a few.
Yeah, well, this is it. Exactly. It's a bit like my book.
Yeah.
I've already sold a few.
Yeah, and it's fantastic, if you know what I mean. So just because you're stuck in a dead-end 9-to-5 job and you're working and you feel that you're working to live, change it.
That's right. We've all got the opportunity in our life to change it, even during this pandemic thing that we're going through just now, this flu thing that we're going through just now. We've got it in us to change it. We've got what in it in ourselves to change how we look at it, how we deal with our own family with it, how we deal with our own little bubble with it. We've all got the opportunity. We've all got it inside us to change the way we feel about it.
Yeah.
You know, and how you want to deal with it. You know? It's a fear factor with a lot of people.
Yeah, it's a fear, and don't live in fear anymore, guys.
No, okay. It's not living understand fear because fear is like, it's very much hand in hand with worry.
Yeah.
The two go hand in hand. So if you're fearful, you're also going to be worried about it. So, and that makes it that big, stronger vibration. Yeah. You've got to cut through it. You know?
And even just now with the whole pandemic and the whole COVID thing at the moment, if you're putting fear out in there, out into that field of, we're going into another lockdown, I'm not going to have any money, I'm going to get ill. If you're putting that energy,
that's what's getting them.
Just creating your own reality. Does that make sense? You're going to create that reality for yourself.
That's right. Exactly.
Well,
but a lot of people didn't realise they do that.
No, I know. And hey, listen, I was guilty of it. Some days I'm still guilty of it, but it's being aware of it. Does that make sense? That's the difference. Being aware of it, and it's going through those emotions, and it's forgiving yourself for having those emotions. You're human after all.
Exactly, and that's the key thing to this. We are human. For the simple reason is we're learning.
Yeah, we're learning, and every day's a learning curve. Not everybody knows everything, and you know what I mean. Like hey, listen, you go back in the day, I know it all. My way's the right way. This is how you do it.
No, doesn't work.
No, it doesn't work. I've done my shadow side, and I went, young Kerry, up until March this year, was an absolute tit.
I wouldn't say an absolute, but no.
I was just my own enemy at times. And I see it now. Does that make sense? I see it now. But
the thing is, if you've learned for that situation, if you've learned things for that situation, it can only make you stronger and go forward.
What's going on? You keep looking at your windows.
I don't care. There's something going on with my washing. Okay, I'll maybe get off my nut. But I don't care. I think somebody's trying to do my washing.
Maybe they're just trying to help you out and being creative with your washing line. Hey, listen, you might start seeing them walking about the garden with your clothes on. That would be something to tell everybody, wouldn't it?
Well, tell something, if it happens in this house, in this garden, it wouldn't bloody surprise me. But there's only me and the dogs here today, and there's just weird things going across at the bottom of the garden. Well, at the house end, I should say, because I'm in the bottom of the garden. And it keeps catching my eye. So I apologise to anybody out there who wonder, what's she looking at? There's just something keeps catching my eye, and it's definitely out there. But well, whatever.
Well, by the time this airs, it'll be past. There's a full moon on Saturday the 31st. And that's really a time to get rid of all the things that no longer serve you in your life. That's going to be a really good, powerful moon. And then there's also a portal coming up on the 11th of November.
11th. The 11th.
So energies are going to get more intense. But don't freak out, everyone. Just go with the flow.
Go with the flow.
Be happy.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to Saturday.
I am as well. Woo! Might see a witch go past the moon. I'm like, yo.
Give it a wave.
There's a witch in the background here. You see her? Did you see her? I can't see.
You do see her.
Yeah, there's the witch in the background.
Well, I suppose we better start ringing that bell, do we?
Hi, ring that bell. Yeah.
Ring that bell. We haven't done it for a while.
Ding dong.
We haven't done it for a while.
No.
So listen, all you lot out there, I hope you take something for our chatter of the day. And I do apologise for the two of us for not being back on for a few weeks. But anyway, hey.
No harm done.
Sometimes you get too much of a good thing. So for the gorgeous and loving Kerry and myself, we will say goodbye for now.
Yeah.
And as I've just said, you must subscribe, but best of all, ring that bell. So ring that bell, ring that bell. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding. Until the next time, folks. Bye.
Bye.